Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. It is Mondo Monday as we kick off another week of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reviews. Today we are reviewing the Super 7 Ultimates Mondo Gecko. You can see the awesome Mondo Gecko face, the skateboard on the embossed glossy logo on the front of the slipcover. Mondo Gecko right there, and on the back, the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get on into the box. I have reviewed all of these figures here, so please check out those older reviews of Super 7's Ninja Turtles. And my gosh, look at this guy. Mondo Gecko was one of my favorite Ninja Turtles figures back in the day. I was very excited to see what Super 7 was going to do with him, how they were going to update this character, or rather update the figure to modern standards while staying true to the aesthetics of the original action figure. Back of the box, we've got a little bio here. Mondo Gecko, the rip-roaring skateboarding reptile. A loner, a lizard, a skate master. Mutated from a headbanging thrash metal teenage guitarist, Mondo Gecko is the coolest lizard to surf the concrete jungle. Known to his cold-blooded Borden brethren as the Mon, Mondo Gecko likes to skate the sewers and grease the grind. This maximum maniac grooves on shining the curbside and puts fun and freedom ahead of everything else. He's always stoked and looking for a new adventure, so when the Turtles need some extra help, Mondo's ready to skate, rattle, and roll. So I just remembered this about my original Mondo Gecko figure. I can't remember if maybe you got a sticker to put on his shirt or how it worked exactly, but somehow or other I had Anthrax written, the Anthrax band written on my Mondo Gecko figures t-shirt. I just now remembered that. So anyway, let's get this guy opened up. He does not have Anthrax written on his shirt. He does not have a sticker on his shirt. He has actual deco. And take our trusty 1964 box cutter, slice right through that adhesive circle. Get this skateboarding lizard out of the box. Got two trays, keeping everything nice and secure. So we will once again take out our... there's some moisture somewhere here. I don't know if that's... did I spit all over the table in my excitement? That's entirely possible. Hopefully there's not some weird mystery liquid in here. I don't want to end up mutating before the end of this review, or ever, really. What the heck? All right, anyway. Oh, ew. There is some kind of liquid. I would imagine it's maybe mold release or whatever. Or it might be... It's time for some science here, kids. Yeah. There is something. I would imagine it's part of the plastic process. It's not like water, so it's not like somehow condensation got into this during shipping or something. That's a little gross, but it's also not... It doesn't feel like anything I should be concerned about. I don't believe I actually am going to mutate before the end of this review, so I'm just gonna keep going here. No, I gotta wipe this up because I've got schmutz all over the table. So I'm gonna grab a paper towel and clean this guy up a little bit, and then we'll continue on. Okay, so I kind of wiped everything down, and as you can see, whatever that was, it wiped up really easily. And like I said, it didn't feel like anything that bad. There are a lot of chemicals involved in the manufacturing and production of toys. I would imagine it's some kind of release or something else. And maybe they're just hurrying to get these out, and they didn't get to dry it. I don't know. I can't explain what that was, but it seems fine now, and we'll continue on and see what happens. So we have an alternate head. lots of hands, as is the norm. And I'm going to try once again to get these out without shooting any of them across the room or under the table, as so often happens in these reviews. That skateboard is in there really good. There we go. All right. Get our accessories out of the way and get the figure. The twist tie I already removed from his waist there while I was wiping everything down. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. There it is. Yuck. Yeah, he has got some slime all over his back. It's a little disgusting, but like I said, it's hopefully not a toxic substance. Kids, if you're opening these, if for some reason your parents are buying you $55 action figures, uh, go get your parents right now and have them wipe down your Mondo Gecko figure before you play any further. And certainly do not lick or otherwise imbibe whatever this oily substance is. This is probably the most disgusting experience I've ever had opening an action figure. I feel like I should write Super 7 a little letter saying, hey, fellas, maybe give these things a little wipe down before you put them in the boxes. But it all does, as you can see, just with a dry paper towel, it's wiped right off. It's gone. So I hope I'm not going to deal with this on all four of these figures because it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, well, there's a new action figure experience for you. Never had that before. We've all dealt with the smell of the plastic release stuff, which again I think is what that is. Uh, I don't know, but I guess if it was mold release, it wouldn't be on the painted portion though, would it? Although that is okay. So this is yellow plastic, so it's possible that that's mold release. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, let's move on. If that bothers you, I guess I understand. It's weird, but I'll probably try and communicate with Super 7 about, like, what the heck was that, you guys? Let's not do that anymore. All right, Mondo Gecko. Moving on. He has purple hat. Gorgeous deco on the face here. Look at the gloss on his eyeball and his somewhat upsettingly greasy hair. I loved this character so much because they expressly said he was a metalhead, and I was, by this point, was definitely into metal. I listened to like metal, rap, and Weird Al, and that was it. That was my life. Uh, Beautiful texture on the skin. He's got the braces, the teeth, all big, giant, jacked up. He's got the tongue hanging out the side, which I was not a huge fan of the tongue uh, hanging out of the side of the teeth like that. But I still love this figure so much. He's got the different coloration. He's got the spines, the blue spines, the elbow pads. And this is something that seems to come up a lot when people discuss Super 7 is the articulation. Why don't they have double jointed elbows? Because if this was a double jointed elbow, then you would have a really ugly profile right here. I with these figures and what they're doing, which is presenting modern versions of classic figures, these are super pointy. Don't just grab the arm trying to bend it. Be careful. Uh, these are modern updates of classic figures, and they want to preserve the profile and the aesthetics, and that's what I want. I don't want super articulated figures. I want figures that look great and have more articulation. You can see the wrist right there. We've got pivot and a swivel, of course, as these all do. He's got the painted fingernails, which honestly, I don't know if that's literally painted fingernails or if that's just supposed to be a lizard thing. I think it's painted fingernails, which is a nice touch, gives it a little extra pop. So you can see the head, not a ton of range. And I do wonder if we could have gotten just a little cleaner joint right there, if there was a better way to do that. But looks good. We'll take a look at that alternate head in a minute. And then on the front, like I said, I think on the original toy, this was a sticker. I cannot remember if there were multiple options, like the tattoo guy, who I think was named Tattoo. But I believe this was a sticker that you put on the figure. The waist is a cut joint, which you guys know I hate. However, everything lines up no matter how you turn the waist. So that is an acceptable cut joint to me. And I'm trying to figure out if we've got any movement with where the shirt is, if there's like a ball joint there, because the torso here is a separate piece from the shirt, but I can't seem to get it to move a whole lot. So it looks like that cut joint at the waist is all we've got. Hips, you got your standard hip joint with the swivel very high up. And then we've got the sort of pivot ball right there. Good range on this guy. Knee pads, he's got the spiked knee pad and then the skull, beautifully sculpted skull. And then the sneakers, the sort of Chuck Taylor style sneakers. And they've made them extra big so you've got the range of the ankle joint on there. Really nice touch. You've got side to side movement and up and down. Very well done. Figure's beautiful. Colors are beautiful. We've got a little more schmutz up on the shoulder there. First ever figure wipe down here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. He's got the roller skate attached to his tail. His tail, more articulation than the original, but not a ton. You've got a swivel, and then you've got a little. I'm trying to see what we've got. Oh, it's on a. You can see actually right there a little bit. It's on a ball peg, so that's all you've got there. But I don't really need more than that. This is not a tail that he like fights with or anything, so I'm good with the range that we've got here, which is not bad. It's on a ball peg, so you've got a good bit. All right, alternate head that I think is the one I'm going to end up using. Wide open mouth, tongue all the way out, looking crazy. Still the same nice glossy eyes. The hat and everything are all the same. Just a different expression. So I think this is the portrait I'm probably going to go with for display. I am not going to mess with trying to switch these out right now, because I'll tell you from experience, I think we all know the Super 7 figures, it is a very good idea to heat them up before you try swapping the heads out. And as I've mentioned, it's pretty chilly down here in the Phantom Zone this time of year. So this plastic is cooler than it would normally be anyway. It's not quite as pliable as it should be at room temperature, because room temperature is a little cool down here. Tons of extra hands, which I really appreciate. I don't know what I'm going to be using here. You've got an open kind of skateboard action hand set that look great. You've got C grips. And then you've got a fist for punching. And finally, the hang loose or I love you or whatever. Very nicely done. Looks great. And then the skateboard, the crazy skateboard with an engine. Beautiful deco on this thing. And this is not a sticker. This is all printed on the actual item. Looks fantastic. They have maintained the colors. You know what I just realized is this guy didn't come with a sprue. This is the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates figure I've opened that did not have the sprue, but there's nothing that this guy would have had that would have come on a sprue tree. So it doesn't really matter. Skateboard's beautiful. I like that they did not go in and like super detail it up. Although if you look, I just realized this, there is metallic paint detail on the engine, which is a very nice touch. And then you've got a little silver on the wheels. Everything looks great there. And then even on the bottom, same thing down here. You've got some metallic paint detail going on. A little above and beyond there. I like it. I like that they didn't go in with a bunch of like silvers and blacks and grays to really try to make this thing look more like an engine. So we got to get him on the skateboard, obviously. He's got foot pegs down there, so probably put him on this way. Oh, sorry. Got out of frame a little bit there. Fits nicely. One of the problems that, honestly, it seems collector lines run into more than anything, and I'm talking about like NECA and even Mezco's 112, is that for some reason the foot pegs don't always fit super well in those kind of lines. Like you get them on and then they slowly kind of pop out. It's almost like the peg in the hole is too small, and the peg, or the peg is a little bit too large or whatever. And since it's pliable PVC, you can get the peg in, but then it will slowly force it out because the hole isn't big enough. So it's kind of a weird thing. But that does not seem to be the case here. So look at this guy. I'm going to try to switch the head. Let's see how easy it is. Okay, that popped off pretty nicely. There we go. Yeah, I like that head more. Look at that, you guys. This is fantastic. What a great figure. Super 7 has done an awesome job with this line. There have been a couple of hiccups, I'm not going to lie, but I love this Mondo Gecko. He is absolutely fantastic. Well done. Please like, subscribe, share, tune in the rest of the week for more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reviews. Lots and lots of brand new toy lines, brand new action figures coming in the upcoming weeks and months here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hang loose. I love you.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.